Modern motherhood is often framed as joyful, instinctive, and deeply fulfilling. Yet behind that cultural portrait lies a far more complex reality. Many mothers today are navigating intense layers of mental, physical, and emotional strain that previous generations rarely had space to voice publicly. For some, the weight becomes so overwhelming that they quietly wrestle with regret, resentment, or grief over lost autonomy. Feelings society still stigmatizes, forcing countless women to suffer in silence while maintaining the appearance of gratitude. Mentally, modern mothers carry an unprecedented cognitive load. They are expected to be caregivers, income earners, emotional anchors, household managers, tutors, and planners, often simultaneously. The invisible labor never stops. Appointments, school demands, nutrition, safety, finances, developmental milestones. This non-stop mental checklist breeds chronic anxiety, decision fatigue, sleep deprivation, postpartum depression, and identity loss. Many mothers privately wonder who they are beyond motherhood, especially in an era where social media magnifies pressure through unrealistic images of perfect parenting. Physically, motherhood can permanently alter the body. Pregnancy and childbirth bring hormonal disruption, pelvic injury, surgical recovery, chronic pain, and cardiovascular risks. In the United States, maternal mortality remains a serious concern, disproportionately affecting Black women. After birth, recovery time is often cut short. Many mothers breastfeed while working, function on fragmented sleep, return to physically demanding jobs within weeks, and carry children while their bodies are still healing. Over time, especially with multiple births and limited healthcare access, the physical toll compounds. Emotionally, mothers live in contradiction, holding deep love for their children while grieving their former independence. This duality often produces guilt because society grants mothers little room to express frustration without judgment. Isolation, strained relationships, loss of intimacy, financial stress, and feelings of entrapment become common emotional burdens. For single mothers, these pressures intensify without structural or partner support, turning daily survival into an emotional endurance test. History shows that while today's pressures are unique, maternal struggle is not new. Mothers of the past often raised large families, sometimes 4, 6, or more children. Without modern medicine, legal rights, or labor-saving tools, maternal and child mortality were high, and motherhood meant repeated pregnancy, physical depletion, and grief. Yet communal caregiving, extended families, villages, faith networks help distribute the burden in ways many nuclear households no longer experience. For Black mothers historically, the burden carried an additional layer of trauma. Under slavery, many endured forced reproduction, family separation, sexual violence, and nutritional deprivation. They were often compelled to nurse and raise enslavers' children while their own went neglected or were sold away. Maintaining physical strength and emotional composure under such brutality was a matter of survival. Motherhood became not just caregiving but resistance, cultural preservation, and endurance under systemic dehumanization, a legacy that still echoes through modern disparities in healthcare, stress, and economic strain. Across generations, one truth remains. Society depends on mothers while undervaluing their labor. But today there is a pathway toward relief through civic power. A functioning democracy can implement paid leave, affordable childcare, maternal health care, workplace protections, and economic supports that ease the burden on families. Voting shapes these systems: healthcare funding, education, wages, reproductive policy, and child welfare. When mothers and families use their vote intentionally, they push motherhood away from silent endurance and toward shared societal responsibility, where raising the next generation is supported, protected, and honored, not carried alone.